Okay, Wednesday, 23rd of April, 2025. So Adrian's daily vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Relationship Wednesday. Love better. Being around women. Being around many women. Being around many beautiful women. Now, this is an interesting psychological thing. Anthropology things, interesting human thing with men. By being around many beautiful women, or women in general, you learn about them, you admire them, you understand them, very important. You can also argue sympathise as well, yeah, indeed. And you also understand their strengths and weaknesses. Fascinating. You could approach it cynically and to say, I want to understand them so as to be with them. Okay, fair enough. Or understand it from a psychological point of view to understand how they work, how they tick, how they function. But the principle here is to be around women. I did a video months ago talking about smelling the roses, knowing when to play with, enjoy playing with the girls. That's it. In a sense of knowing when to work and knowing when to spend time with women. And the more time we spend with women, the better we understand them, but we can appreciate them. That's powerful. Very good. But also at the same time, we increase in confidence. We grow more assertively. We become more powerful, let's say, in a very loose term. Because women naturally will delegate the decisions to you, the man, the male. Especially if they look up to the male in some fashion, in some style. Not to a child or someone below them, but to the man above them. And then if he has the burden of responsibility, quite literally, we're going here, we're going there, doing this or doing that, trivial things, but the decision making nonetheless. That falls onto him, falls onto you, falls onto me, and then we grow because of that. We grow, we become more assertive, we learn how to handle women better, emotionally, mentally, however else. And that's powerful. Why? Because it's all practice, practice, practice. The more we spend our time around with, the better we become. We know what to say. We learn what to say. We learn how to say it. We learn when to say it. We learn when not to say it and other combinations they're like. And that's powerful because, again, as I just said, it's practice, practice, practice. Because you see, we can learn oh so much about relationships from books and videos, oddly enough, and podcasts and beyond. But on the ground, being there, it's much more impactful. We learn it. It affects us more internally. But it requires atoms. We're going to push and do these things and arrange these things in the world. Slower, but more impactfully remember it. Whereas opposite would be books, quicker and faster, but less impactful because it's just a sentence or a video or a picture. We need both, really. And as a principle, if we are spending time with women, the more we understand them. And why would they do that? For dating, for relationships, and half the world is a woman. That's powerful. Understand that. Interesting. It's practice. Fundamentally, it's practice. The more time you spend with women in general, the better. The more time you spend with many women, the better. And the more time you spend with many beautiful women, even better. Now, years ago, 9 or so years ago, almost to the date, I imagine, I did an interesting experiment. I went to this event in London, a big hall of people from all over the UK, the world, I don't know. And it was a business event, business mindset, entrepreneurship event. I remember which one, but irrelevant for this conversation. And when I took the chance, when I had the chance, I managed to get photos of me with woman here, this woman here, 2 women here, 3 women there. And these pictures and put them on social media to see how people would react, to see how I would change by doing daring and tenacious things, by growing, getting loads of pictures with different women here and there and here. Plucking up the courage to ask, plucking up the courage to take the picture, and plucking up the courage to put that photo on social media. All of those are optional, the more the merrier, of course, but it was that practice. What would happen if we do all these photos? What would happen if we talk to them? What would happen if we get a photo with them? What would happen if? What would happen if? What if? Having an idea, a theory, a hypothesis, and let's test it on the ground. I.e. right here, right now. Practice. And the more them you practice, and the more them you talk to as well, the less the less intimidating they become. This is why I've always liked the idea of cold approach in terms of dating and socializing, and just setting a target, a milestone, 10 a day, 10 a week, whatever, 10 a night. You pick a metric, you pick a KPI, and working with that, because it builds momentum, builds practice. This is also why I appreciate these videos of people who go and record as they're doing it. They record it. They go up to random women and get the numbers. That's powerful. That's a very powerful technique, very powerful skill, and an acquired skill, and because there's a technique behind it. And the more women you spend your time around, the more you understand them, the more you can approach them, the more you know what to say to them, the more you know how to handle them mentally and emotionally, things like that. It's powerful, 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 powerful. It's hands-on, on-the-ground experience. That's really, really cool. Very, very powerful way to get ahead. And a good way to build momentum as well, because it's practice. Because fundamentally, when you come across that woman who is perfect for you by whatever metric, that one, not that one, not that one, that one. And because you have all this mileage, this experience, you know what to say, you know how to say it, you know when to say it, you know why to say it, and beyond, because it's practice, you can attract the one that's perfect for you easier. Meaning, you make fewer mistakes. And if you have a goal to achieve this or achieve that, and you make fewer mistakes, then that's inherently good, that's inherently powerful. It's a very practical, down-to-earth, logical way of approaching it. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. So be around women. Be around many women. Be around many beautiful women. Practice, practice, practice. Powerful. Powerful stuff. But otherwise, Adrian's Daily Vlog, sharing smart stuff men should know. Subscribe for more. And you will see me tomorrow.